Hey, welcome to Outdoor Gear Works. Today we're going to be taking over some maintenance and care of dry suit. Either you just purchased one or you've had one for a long time, starting to get some rips in it, or the seal and gaskets have gone bad. We're going to go over kind of the general maintenance of your new dry suit or used dry suit today. So let's get started. Hey, welcome to Outdoor Gear Works. We're down in the shop today and we're going to be talking about a couple tips, tricks, and stuff that I usually carry when I'm out paddling or using my dry suit doing swift water or anything like that. We're going to go over kind of a personal carry gear box so I can repair stuff out in the field if my stuff rips or if a buddy rips, anything like that. We're going to talk about a little bit of care to our dry suits and just talk about the little nuances of preparing for our next swim. Alright, so let's talk about what I carry when I'm out traveling around having fun being on the river. Always easy to carry. You can order the repair kit. The Cocotat comes with the boot, the wrist gasket, a couple spacers, the neck, as well as the neck piece as well. Super handy to have, super easy to use. Just kind of one of those things, makes life a lot easier. Couple maintenance, contact cement from Gear Aid, great stuff. The Aqua Seal for neoprene or the Aqua Seal FD. You want to make sure it's the FD stuff. Well, great to carry. Zipper cleaner or zipper stick lube, and 303. All this will be in the list down below. I'll put every description and everything where you can get it. Or I also carry multiple pairs of rubber gloves. Especially when using this stuff, you get on your fingers, just that tackiness. Definitely something to try to avoid. I try and keep all of my stuff in a tote. So, wax paper for putting on the neck seal gasket, double stick tape from 3M, another little spacer for the wrist gasket, extra gloves, tape. You never know when you might need just not duct tape, just kind of some simple stick tape. I carry duct tape, usually the black duct tape works really well, and I cut mine into half as you guys can see right there, so I can put it around and tighten on wrist gaskets or ankle gaskets as well. The socks just helps secure it if I don't have that outside brace. So all of that goes in the tote. I carry two types of sandpaper. Red circular, you get at Home Depot or Lowe's, which kind of gives me something else to get in those angles. I also made this little block piece of wood, sticky sandpaper, wrapped it around, and it gives me kind of some edges to work with. So that goes in the box there, all the brackets. And I usually put all this stuff, the 303 for sure, and the lube. I put it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't spill and get all in my gear. Always carry a pair of scissors with me. Never know when I'm going to need them for tape. Yeah, so that's kind of my gearbox. Let's get into dry suit maintenance. Alright, so when we're talking about dry suit maintenance, we're talking about mainly neck seals, the gaskets on the necks, the wrists, the zipper, and any leaks that you might find throughout your dry suit. You can water test them, you can put air into them and seal them up and use some half dish soap, half water, a little bit of a brush. You kind of work that in there and makes bubbles. So that's kind of one way to test if you have leaks, if you're feeling a leak. It's very important once you know you have a leak to take care of that leak. Doing it quickly, doing it right then and there, and then wait until you forget about it, because eventually everyone always forgets about it, do it all the time. So when it happens, take care of it right then and there. Let's talk about gaskets. So when it comes to the neck gasket, for sure, contrary to popular belief, some people decide that when you get a neck seal, they want to cut them down to size. The problem with that was if you don't do it just right and you nick it, it'll split it all the way down. You've ruined it for your trip, for your expedition, anything like that. So highly recommend when you get a dry suit, you're going to get the right size because you're going to measure it out, you're going to go online, you're going to figure out all the nuances of that dry suit, deciding a dry suit, and And then when you come to put this dry suit on, it's going to be tight around your neck and around your wrists. Just give it some time. The more you use it, the more you wear it, the neck seal is going to stretch out a little bit. It's going to conform right to your neck or your wrists. Or if you know it's super tight, you can stick a water bottle in there and actually help spread it out. And that's really good for the longevity of your seals. So don't go cutting your dry seals. All right, so we're taking care of these 303. So just spray a little 303 on there. Take a clean rag. You're going to wipe the 303 all over into the dry suit. You can kind of see the difference of a non-shiny to the shiny. That's basically giving moisture and coating the dry suit seal to where longevity. So spray it on there and then wipe the excess all the way off. You're going to go all the way around. I usually take whatever the wet rag is and I stick it on the inside and just do a quick wipe down on the neck. Same with the wrists. Like that. For example, spray a little 3-3 on there. Wipe all that down, get the excess off. And then just take the excess right from the inside there. And those seals will be really good to go. I do that after every big trip. If I'm using it a lot, maybe once a week. But if I'm using it and I'm storing it, right before I store it, I put 303 on there and I don't have to worry about them cracking at all. When it comes to zippers, the two things I like to use are this Gear Aid zipper cleaner and lubricant, as well as the zipper lubricant stick. If I'm at home and get back from a trip, I use this. Really good to use the bristles. Open up that zipper on this one here and use those bristles and the liquid that's in here. And I really scrub, really go into detail, making sure I get in and out of every single crevice, making sure it's really clean all the way down. And once it's clean, then I run it a couple times, zero back and forth to help that cleaner get in there. If I'm out in the field and I'm out doing a trip a couple days or a week long, usually just carry a little stick like this, just a little bit will help. Put it right at the edge there, put it along the teeth. Just like that. Get a good start there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the zipper, nice and easy, lock it in there, and go back and forth, making sure that wax in that zipper has good seals all the way down. I'm also going to do it to the relief zipper as well, going back through there, either using the cleaner, get in there, or the stick. Alright, so when it comes to, so that's the Coquetet. When it comes to NRS, basically everything else still applies. 303, the dry suit, making sure it's not leaking or anything like that. But when it comes to the brass seal, right, we're going to use the same exact stick, using the same exact lubricant, and just going through that, really making sure that that seal is nice and clean in there as well. And again, opening it, closing it, just like that. So once that's all secure, it comes to kind of keeping it and packaging it and storing it. There's a lot of theories out there. Never found one to be better than the other. But when you're storing these, you want a nice cool place. You don't want it extra hot in the garage. If the garage gets really hot, you kind of want it in a cool, damp, either in the basement where there's no mold, or in your closet, but somewhere where it's not overly hot. When it comes to storing these up, that zipper like that, what I like to do, pull them out, and we're going to stop in the bottom, nice and easy, roll them all the way up, same with the other foot, roll it all the way up, like that, keeping that zipper protected in the sleeve, and then just nice and easy folding it up and over, like that, one arm and over, and one arm up and over. I made a little bag here for me, a little stuff sack, where I can slide that in just like that. And I can store, either throw it in my dry bag or throw it in a box that I need to know I'm going on the next trip. It's a good place to keep it. I know my dry suit's in there. And if you ever get into some decontamination issues in some water that's kind of funky, throwing it in this bag here, then this bag can go away. You don't have to worry about it getting in the rest of your gear. So, hey, thanks for joining me at Outdoor Gear Works in the shop down today. Hopefully the maintenance care and tips for your dry suit was helpful. Please leave a comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you down the trail, or in this case, we'll see you on the river.